Hey there, it's Mike Naherney, your friendly neighborhood employee of the Volusia County Solid Waste Division. I'm coming to you today from the West Volusia Transfer Station, where today we're going to talk to you about the do's and don'ts of recycling. Have you ever had something where you've wondered, hey, should I put that in my recycle bin? Well, today you're going to find out. So we're going to start by looking at the big 5 recyclable items in unincorporated Volusia County. First item is plastic bottles. The important thing to remember is to check to make sure it's either a plastic coated number 1 or number 2. To do that, you can just check the bottom of the container to see the recycle logo with a number 1 or 2 surrounded by a small triangle. If a plastic bottle has any other number on it, it can't go into your recycling bin and will have to be thrown away. So after plastic bottles, the next thing we have up are metal cans. We take 2 different kinds of cans here in the recycle bins, either steel food containers or aluminum beverage containers. As long as these are clean and empty, they can go into your recycling bin as well. So next up after metal cans, we have paper. We take all kinds of paper in your recycling bin, whether it's magazines, white or colored paper, envelopes, or even softcover books. All of these can go into your recycling bin. So after paper, the next thing on our list is cardboard. We take all kinds of cardboard boxes in your recycling bin. They can be food boxes, package delivery boxes, even large appliance boxes. So the important thing to remember is that they're both flat and under 2 feet in length. So the last item in the top 5 are glass bottles and jars. We can take clear or tinted glass in your recycling bin as well. The important thing is to also make sure that they are empty and intact. The last thing we want is a pile of broken glass in your recycling bin. So there you have it. Those are the big 5 recyclable items. Now you know what you should throw in your bin. Here in Volusia County, we use a dual stream recycling system. That means you'll place 2 bins out at the curb. One for commingled recyclables and the other for fibers. Commingled recyclables are your bottles and cans. Those should all go into one bin. Fibers are your paper and cardboard. They should go into another bin. So now that your recyclables are separated, your bins are good to go out at the curb. Looks like they're pretty full. Don't worry if you need another one though. Just give us a call and we'll send you another one out. So now that you know what you should be doing with your recycling, let's just take a quick moment to say what you shouldn't be putting in your recycling bin. Things like plastic bags, clothing, and Christmas lights are all examples of what are called tanglers because they get tangled up in the machinery at recycling plants and oftentimes delay the processing of recycling for hours. Another thing to avoid putting in your bins is styrofoam. Styrofoam falls apart very easily, and by the time it gets to a recycling center, it just crumbles to pieces and makes a mess. The last thing that you should be sure to absolutely keep out of your recycling bin is household hazardous waste. Oil, paint, chemicals, and cleaners are all flammable and can catch fire inside of a recycle truck. So can household batteries and lithium-ion batteries from things like electronics and smoke detectors. So please, don't put these into your recycling bin. So now that you know what shouldn't go in your recycling bin, what can you do with it? Well, plastic bags can go back to the grocery store. Most major stores will have a container out front where you can dispose of your plastic bags and have them recycled. Toys and other household items can go to your local charity like Goodwill or Habitat for Humanity. And then household hazardous waste can come here to the local transfer station or out to the landfill where we have hazardous waste drop-off free of charge for county residents. So now that you're a recycling expert, be sure to do your part and recycle right. Remember the big 5 items that should go in your bin, separate them at the curb, and make sure you dispose of everything else properly and safely.